Yo, what's going on, Leo? We're going to go ahead and jump into your bonus reading here. It's going to be a reading for May 2023. However, it's a bonus reading. It's a timeless reading. This is just an extra reading before we jump into the June monthlies next. So give me 1 second. Let me make sure this is recording. Okay, yeah. Audio's on. I just switched some things up. Give me one moment. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right, let's see. What's going on, Leo? Let's take a look. Also, if you want to check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign, I suggest you do so. There's extra messages you may find in those readings. And yeah, otherwise than that, let's just see what's going on. Mars just came into Leo. So Leo, you're getting an extra boost here of that Mars fire energy. So let's take a look. What's going on, Leo? Oh, look who came out. First card. All right, so this top row, if you're newer to the channel, this is the row of your career, your ambitions, and your goals. I like this energy, Leo. I'm not even gonna lie. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull the rest of these cards, but you're definitely in that Leo energy here. Confidence, radiating. Some of you, because Mars is in your sign now, the solar plexus, right, is very activated here. Solar plexus is about direction, your individualness, the objectives, your goals, the self. Of course, there's many other things with the solar plexus, but y'all get the vibe. All right. But yeah, I think you're really. It's interesting. You're kind of in a chaos. Yeah, you're in your Leo element here. You know, you can even say that Leo's real charisma. So I feel like you're very charismatic. This looks well. I think in regards to your career and your goals and your ambitions, you know, I think you're starting to take pride in what it is that you do. Strength card, 4 Pentacles. I think you're starting to put more effort into your work here. I'm not saying that you weren't before, but I think you're starting to put more energy, like as far as like investing more of yourself into your work. I think you're really starting to stand behind like what it is that you do. I think you're really starting to like, not in like a cocky way or anything, but I think you're like kind of feeling yourself, you know, and nothing wrong with that. So, hey, I'm a Leo too, if you didn't guess. So I feel you, Leo. So let's keep going. We'll talk more about this because there's something else popping up here. All right, the second row is going to be in regards to your relationships. This is all areas of your relationships. So we'll take a look at that. Okay, and this last row is going to be the message here from your guides. You got the World card, you got the Hermit, and you have the 7 of Cups here. Oh, wow, Leo. Leo. Let's see. Let's pull your Oracle cards. Aquarius, I know. Some of you may have Aquarius in your chart. You have deep, quiet meditation and stillness. What else we got here, Leo? Romance, sweetness, and flowers. So if you're wanting to know if romance is going to blossom in your life here soon, it will. Some of you, it's already blossoming, right? So the sweetness aspect of this card is just telling you to enjoy it, have fun. And you have this fulfillment card. Another fruit. Look at that. Well, there's not really another fruit, but something sweet, right? So fulfillment. Yeah, there's a lot of things I feel like that is culminating and reaching fruition here for you. So, you know, and especially as I'm looking at your career row, it's like, I think things are really starting to come together here for you, Leo. There's some things, though, I want to talk about because it's almost as if there's... Actually, I really don't even see that many issues in this read. Really none at all right now until we clarify. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so if you've been working hard toward anything, there is fulfillment here. This feels like a more of an internal type of fulfillment. Like, it's not necessarily externally. I mean, other things could be happening for you externally. This feels more internal, right? It feels way more internal. I want to touch base on this card too. It says deep, quiet meditation and stillness here. And I feel like this is the message here from your guides, the universe, source, God, the divine, whatever you want to call it, right? To each his own. The World, the Hermit, and the 7 of Cups down here. I feel like this is definitely relating to this row. Because the World card, the Hermit, And the Seven of Cups, it's more so the hermit energy, right? It's like this deep soul searching that you've been doing for a very, very long time. This accessing of like your deep potential that you know that you have. A lot of you guys have been harnessing that over like the past couple of years or even longer than that, especially with the world card, because the world card could literally symbolize like a year or like a cycle or chapter completing, right? So I think you're entering into a new phase here pretty soon in your life, Leo. Some of you have already entered into this, and I feel like your guides at this time is wanting you to I gotta say this, Leo. I think your guides are wanting you to enjoy life more. I'm not saying that you're not doing that, but I think it's like even like the simple things, the small things that you may kind of forget about every once in a while. But I think you can really find fulfillment and joy really anywhere that you look. I want to say anywhere, but I think it's always there. You can always find it. And I feel like your guides are wanting you to know it's like, that you're never alone, right? Because the hermit card, we can feel like alone, the outcast, we can feel like isolated, or we're in our own solitude, own bubble, whatever the case might be, and we feel like alone. And I think this is a really strong reminder that you're not alone, and that other people can relate. Not everybody can understand you, but there's somebody out there who you're not alone, basically. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at this first row, because this is the energy that's popping for you right here. You have the Strength card, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I think the Queen of Wands is also Leo, and the King of Wands. I mean, of course, it can be any fire sign, but I really feel like this is like, obviously this is you. This is your temperament. I see you like your confidence, like you building a lot of confidence here, Leo. It's not to say that confidence wasn't there. It's just more so you're acting on the confidence, right? Because like we can be confident, but like when it comes to, taking charge, it's like, do you lead? Do you take action? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're starting to be more confident and more direct with your approach to the things that you want. And I think you're believing in yourself a lot more when it comes to your career and your goals. And because of that, I think with the Queen of Wands, you're going to be more successful. And also think you're going to be more happy here as well, because it's like you're expressing your heart, right? Queen of Wands is the pure expression from the heart, right? She believes in her abilities, her talents, her creativity. She trusts it. She trusts herself to be able to figure things out spontaneously, right? So this looks really good. And then this Aquarius card, I see a lot of you being involved in your community. Aquarius rules groups, the collective community, right? So I think you're starting to be more involved in that area. And if you're already involved, I just feel like this is you sort of. I think this is you enjoying being part of like a group and community. There's a really good book called The Courage to Be Disliked. And this is like, it's been a while since I've read it or listened to it. I think I listened to it like maybe 2 months ago or a month ago. But there's something, there's like it's like a dialogue that goes on between like somebody, it's like a debate between like this guru and some kid, right? The kid's like challenging him on his philosophy. And the whole thing is all problems are interpersonal relationship problems, and it's based on Adlerian psychology or something like that. Anyways, where I'm going with that is that there's a section in there that they talk about. It's called like the community, like the separation of task, understanding like what's your task and understanding what's other people's task. And it's not, and it's about how you could, like how you find the sense of fulfillment in your community, right? And like, anyways, you would have to read the book, but basically I feel like community here is like really starting to become of a significance and importance. It's going to take me too long to explain that. I don't even know why I said it, but y'all get it, Leo. Somebody had left a comment. Somebody had left a comment. They said, what'd she say? She said, is this a counseling session? Basically, she had a funky ass attitude. She said, damn, what did she say? She said, is this a tarot reading or a counseling session? ? And then she said, just read the cards next time and save the advice or keep the advice. And she put like the rolling eyes emoji. And I was kind of petty. I was like, shit, your ass may need counseling. Like that attitude, shit. Here's my thing: why even waste time commenting negative or negative? Being negative. Like, really, you're doing it to yourself. You think you're doing something, but really, you're doing it to yourself. Like, anyways, I don't care no more. Y'all, yeah, I'll be clapping back now sometimes. You want to come for the king, you will get the clap back, especially if it's fucking rude. All right, let's see. Clarify the strength card. The Hierophant here. Yeah, I like this energy. Some of you may actually have Taurus placements, Aquarius placements. Yeah, it's like I feel like you, Leo, I feel like you know so much. You're very wise, right? You have the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords and the Hierophant are actually very linked together. It's like in order for the Ten of Swords energy to evolve, it doesn't have to, but it directly correlates to the Hierophant of higher levels of wisdom and education and knowledge that has to be attained, right? Because the Ten of Swords is Sun and Gemini. You're aware that you need to reinvent something, or you need to do something differently, or think differently, or find a newer way of understanding, and that's what the Hierophant does. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you've come to accept and be like a newer version of yourself in a way. I'm not saying like you're changing anything or anything like that, like you changed or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But I think there's a new you being born, and I think you put a lot of work and effort into yourself to get to this place with the Four of Pentacles. Because the Four of Pentacles is a card that is like you have something that you've invested a lot of time and energy into to build, and you're proud of it, right? So it's like you're proud of yourself, I get. And I think this is really correlating to your career and your work and stuff that you're doing, because I think it's making you believe more in yourself and actually taking pride and being happy with what it is that you're contributing with Aquarius, because Aquarius is like society and stuff like that, right? The collective, whatever, your community, what you're contributing. I think you're proud. Like if you work hard, you should be proud. I don't understand, like, strength card again. Pride is not a bad thing. It's just when you're too rigid. It's all like, of course, if we think in terms of archetypes, any archetype can be taken to the extreme, but if embodied well and you're in a healthy regard, then it's at its fullest, most potent expression. And pride sometimes means like you take pride in what you do because you work hard, right? Like, but it's only like when our pride gets in the way, right? Like when it comes to change and all that type of stuff. So anyways, Page of Cups and the Devil card here on the full card. So yeah, in regards to your relationships here, it's interesting. I kind of feel like for some of you, it's like I think you're taking a little bit more of a carefree approach. Now, I'm not just talking about romance. I think this is in all regards here. It's not even like you don't care. It's just more so. It's just like the full card is just like when you're open to like doing new things, stepping outside your comfort zone, meeting new people, networking with new people, building new relationships. I feel like you're very open here, no expectations. I feel like you're very, like, you're embodying. A lot of you dealt with some toxic relationships in the past, but I feel like you've liberated yourself from these toxic things. And I think you dealt with a lot of immature relationships, a lot of immaturity, and maybe you had some of that in you too. Shit, we're human. We all got it. We can all be immature. It's the process of maturing. Even when you mature, your last phase was immature. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think you're you've liberated yourself from toxic karmic relationships. Four Wands, Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, some of you guys could, if you're single, I see you could be meeting an earth sign, fire sign. You could be going out or just having a good time, or there's just something here that's something that's worthy of celebrating or feels like happy energy. Others of you, if you're involved or if this is in another area of your relationship, I just feel honestly that you're a provider for your relationships, Leo. Like I think you're a big giver. So it's like I don't think you have really any expectations anymore. I think you're starting to like just be open to giving, like I think a lot of times in life, like either we deal with relationships or maybe we even take the wrong approach to relationships, maybe with the mindset sometimes of like what we can get out of it, right? And I think you're breaking that, and I think you're starting to take a different approach. It's kind of similar to the Aries read a bit, but so if you have Aries placement, if you have Aries placements, if you have Aries placements, I would watch the Aries reading. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords here. There's something very quick happening in regards to your relationship. I see some of you guys actually getting invited somewhere, maybe out or to a party or to an event. And I feel like this is one area of y'all's relationships, whether it's romance, career, friendship, whatever. I think there's some type of entertainment here that you're or gathering or something like that you're going to, like an invite party or something like that. So I mean, it looks like you're going to be having a good time. Yeah. Let's take a look at this last row here, Leo. You have the Four of Pentacles and the World card here. Some of you need to be more proud of yourself. There's nothing wrong with being proud, yo. Not too proud. Don't be arrogant, right? But be proud of yourself, because I think your higher self or your guides want you to know it's like you've been through a lot. Like you've learned a lot of lessons along the way, right? Like you've come this far, right? And I think you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've been through a lot of karmic lessons. You've been through just a lot of things in general. And I think with this World card and the Four of Pentacles, it's wanting you to, to be proud of how far you've come. And let's take a look at this Hermit. The Queen of Wands here. Yeah, be proud of how far you've come. And embrace the wisdom here that you have. And if you want to share it with people, you can, right? Hermit, Queen of Wands. But I think this is about embracing that you're not your past anymore. It's very interesting because sometimes we get stuck in our minds about the past, which is why the Ten of Swords is up here as well. We get stuck in our minds about the past and we reflect on the past too much, and we think we're still that person sometimes, right? Not even knowing, like, maybe, like, I don't know, like 4 years or 5 years have passed. Like, you're a totally different, you know what I mean? Like, if you've actually put in the work and actually like changed, even then you're still a totally different person. Like, you're not your past. And that's why with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands, it's like understanding that you have matured and you're entering into you're just a more mature, wiser person. And let's clarify this last thing. What is this about? The Six of Wands and the Seven of Cups. You're a mature, wiser person who has wisdom, has knowledge, has experience, and you can use that moving forward with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Wands to build the life that you want, to obtain the success that you want. And that there's going to be many, many, many things that come along your way, come along your path that, newer experiences, better things. I know life ain't all sunshines and rainbows, so of course, there's going to be some rainy days, cloudy days, but yeah. All right, I'm going to pull you one more card, Leo. Oh, look what I pulled. Got this Purification. It's a sunflower. Yeah, it's like a clean slate, more clean approach to something. And yeah, I see y'all radiating like you're if we talking like esoteric terms. I think your aura is very magnetic. So that's what I got for you, Leos. I appreciate y'all for watching as always. Bro, my fucking back. But yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the link's down below in the description. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, I'm on Instagram and TikTok too. You can follow me over there. And yeah, if this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that like button, and I will talk to y'all on the next one. Bye, Leo.